everybody. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this upcoming video on Glacier National Park in Montana, which, by the way, is probably going to be my most favorite national park to date because it was really beautiful. But before we get started with the video, I wanted to explain just a couple of things. We actually made 4 trips to Glacier. The first trip we went through, I'm not sure which route you described. I think it's the Cam entrance, but basically it takes you to Pole Bridge, Montana. And if you watch the video, we'll explain to you what happened on that one. The second trip, we got a little bit rained on. And what appears to be the third trip in the video is actually a combination of 2 separate trips we made into the park on e-bikes. So I just want to kind of get that out there in case there's confusion. We did take 4 separate trips on the glacier and had a wonderful time.
Yeah, it was an amazing trip, and it was an area that I had always wanted to visit, and certainly a park that remains on the very high end of my list of favorites. So.
Absolutely. Anyway, so enjoy the video, and remember, at Blue Line RV Adventures, we got your 6. So after a long, arduous drive, we are in Columbia Falls, Montana, and we are, what was originally told to me was 10 minutes outside of Glacier National Park is actually about 45 minutes outside of Glacier National Park.
Don't be a negative Nelly.
I'm not going to be a negative Nelly.
You are being a negative Nelly.
Not being a negative Nelly. But we are in Columbia Falls, Montana. Karen, how would you describe the scenic views of this drive?
That they were spectacular. Why don't we wait till we get inside?
No, let's just keep going. So we proceeded west from Columbia Falls along Highway 486 and the North Fork of the Flathead River. Although at times the paved road turned into a dusty, bumpy road, the journey to Pole Bridge, Montana has some truly unmatched beauty, as well as some fantastic camping sites along the way.
So part of the road going up to Glacier National Park is unpaved, so be prepared for that when you guys are coming up.
Yeah, there are certain sections that are going to get you a little bit dusty and a little bit dirty, but the scenery is so worth it. And this is just the drive up there.
And the road, although it's not paved, it is certainly well packed, and so it's a regular two-drive car could easily come up to, travel on this road easily.
Yeah, you don't need a 4-wheel drive. In fact, I'd probably say most of the vehicles we've seen have not been 4-wheel drive, so yeah. It's real accessible. And there's lots of really neat little camping spots all around here, like this little road here off to the left where you can go up in there and you can find yourself a camping spot.
We actually stopped by a few locations that are open to dry camping. One had a restriction of 3 days, the other had a restriction of 16 days. So wherever you may be, it might have a different number of maximum days that you guys can stay.
So really this is what camping is all about. Or seeing this great land. There are tent camping right there. And then this is what your view is. So we're about 15-20 minutes on the road from Columbia Falls on our way up to Glacier National Park. And we just saw this little offshoot of a road, and Karen said, let's go exploring. And just really, can you really describe this in words? Anyways, you can camp down here. Just another minute or 2 up the little road, very close, was a campsite for small trailers. And then right over the trees around there is tent camping. But just incredible. So Karen's got her telephoto lens, and she is trying to zoom in on what we think is an eagle's nest. And I can't zoom in any further than that on my iPhone, but it was dead center of the picture. The top of that tree, right on top of it, it looks like some kind of a nest, and I'm taking a guess maybe an eagle's nest. large puppy. Okay, so we made it to Pole Bridge, Montana,
Yep.
and I'm now filming this again because earlier I was filming the opening segment and I was standing in the middle of the road and a pickup truck driver drove past me and gave me a very dirty look.
Well,
But we are...
truthfully, he should have, because you were standing in the middle of the road.
But this is, if you're looking for, this is the only really community there is outside of Glacier National Park. Of course, I've got my brand new Pole Bridge, Montana hat on. But this is really the only little, I'm not even sure if I'd call this a community or not, but
It's a small community. It's a sweet
it's
community.
a super small community. But if you're going to come up here for lunch or something like that, we haven't actually made it into the park yet, so we don't know what kind of food, if any food, they have inside the park. But if you are looking to get something to eat like we were and you're coming up and you're hungry, you definitely want to stop here. They have some amazing desserts. I've got something in here. I'll show it to you in a minute.
Their sandwiches were delicious.
Yeah, sandwich, and everything's made here on property. And all their danishes and pastries and everything, and it smells wonderful. So...
Yeah.
Yes. So I would definitely, and the scenery out here is just beautiful. I mean, the Grand Canyon's stunning. Yeah, we just came from the Grand Canyon, but it's like every corner is a postcard moment. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, even sitting here, what we're looking at are the peaks of snow-covered peaks that are just breathtaking.
Yeah, we've never been here
So
before.
beautiful.
Never been here before, and maybe it's just me. Maybe everybody's heard of Glacier National Park. I've heard of Glacier National Park.
Jesus.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Glacier National Park.
Come
but
on
everyone,
now.
but everyone always talks about the Grand Canyon, or the Grand Canyon, or maybe even
I
Yosemite.
think it's just only because you're from Arizona and you didn't venture far up. But Glacier National Park,
Maybe, maybe. But to go back to what I was
It's
saying,
pretty
as a
iconic.
kid growing up, I was always, heard about Yosemite and Grand Canyon, and I've heard about Glacier, but people thought, well, maybe it's just a big glacier up in the mountains. No, this whole place is really beautiful. In fact,
Sheltered human
a
being.
sheltered human being. But I would tell you that although we've just dabbled in Blue Line RV adventures of exploring national parks, and you've always cautioned me not to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Don't say it. Because
This is probably my best national park so far. So far, I may go to Zion, completely fall in love with Zion or Bryce or whatever, but this is really beautiful national park.
This is a stunning national park.
Anyways, I'm gonna eat my bear claw now, and maybe we can give you a picture of it. But anyways, let's see what else we got going on.
It is a huckleberry bear claw.
I'll be your huckleberry.
And it starts with you. Not gonna fight you, Ringo. There's no money in it. Sober up. Come on, boys. Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to pay for blood? I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
That's stupid.
I love
you
movies.
You
That's
were
stupid.
so.
I'm actually gonna put a clip of that in. Okay,
You
right?
were so stupid.
Tastes like blueberry. Karen, I'm kind of disappointed. I really thought there were going to be some mountains in Montana, and I don't know, maybe I didn't put my glasses on, but I'm just not finding any right now. I mean, you look at this and you think that you're not in Montana, you're in the Swiss Alps. So this is one of those moments we're going to capture and film. If you were going to go to the park, you would go down this road right here and make a right, and you go into the park, except it's closed. You cannot get into Glacier National Park from this highway. You have to go back to Columbia Falls, and they go on Highway 2. They're talking about having this entrance open on Monday, but you cannot get into Glacier National Park from this highway. So
and whose choice was this to go on this highway?
it was Google's choice, because I hit Google Maps and said, how do I get to Glacier National Park? Maybe if I would have had Waze, maybe if I would have checked Waze would have told me it was closed. But we did have a stunning drive all the way up here to Pole Bridge, Montana, and did take lots and lots of really good photographs. But not only have we not made it into Glacier National Park, but we can't even get into Glacier National Park because
From
it's
here.
closed. From here. We have to go to Highway 2. So food for thought, when you do go to Glacier National Park, make sure you verify which ones are open. Obviously it's closed because of COVID-19 stuff and which is got my own
National
personal
parks are
opinions on
just
that, but
opening up slowly.
Anyway, so we are going to be back en route to
Columbia Falls?
and we're going to probably end the video for today, and then we'll pick it back up either later another video perhaps. All right, remember, at Blue Line RV Adventures, we got your 6. Maybe not necessarily always your directions, but we do have your 6.
I think I would have gotten the right directions.
I think she would have too. As we're pulling out of the RV park here in Columbia Falls, Montana, would this be described as day 2 of the Glacier Park adventure or not?
No, I mean, I think it would be. We had a great time. You know, for us, it's never just the destination. A lot of it is the journey as well. And I have to say
Left.
Left?
It is left.
Left?
Yes. Yeah, we should probably turn on our thing, but it's left because right it takes us the other way.
Right, it takes us to Kalispell, which is closer to...
Hold on 1 second. We are going to turn off the camera. We'll go to the GPS. Okay, now that we've got the GPS on, we are going the right direction. We are going to West Glacier National Park because, like you said, it's always about the adventure, you just said. And 2 days ago, it was really about the adventure because we took a stunningly beautiful highway to an entrance in Glacier National Park and had a great time because there's so many photographs and everything we took. But when we got there...
Flathead River.
Flathead River.
This is Flat River.
Flathead River. That's the river that we were passing by the entire time that we were heading up to Glacier 2 days ago. But when we got there, we found out that park entrance was closed. So we did not do our research. Now we are doing our research, and we are going to the west entrance, or West Glacier National Park entrance.
No, it's not. It's Glacier National Park. It's the west entrance.
Glacier National Park, the west entrance.
West Glacier is a city.
Oh.
And Glacier National Park is the national park.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. So I am anticipating that we are going to get stunningly beautiful photographs like we did the last time. So we'll see what we find. Any other parting comments before I turn the camera off? Well, we're at the Apgar Visitor Center, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And like most things, because of COVID-19, the park is open, but the visitor center is closed. But it is still incredibly beautiful here and overcast. I think it's been overcast about 80% of our trip so far, but coming from Phoenix, Arizona, where it was 110, I think, just about when we left, this is really beautiful. Anyways, the plants are so green here. But I'd like to give you a little tour of the Apgar Visitor Center, but it's closed. So we picked up our free map from the ranger, and we're gonna go up the Sun Road, or at least make an attempt. I don't think the Sun Road is open all the way, but I think it's partially open around Lake McDonald. But we're on our way. And again, at least for the visitor center, not many people here. So they got the road closed at Lake McDonald Lodge, but we are walking up to Lake McDonald Falls.
Most people would say this is a stroll.
Yeah, this is pretty, I'll show you. This is not really a hike. This is all paved road, not very strenuous. Some streams and everything here. Those are some deep forests. Okay, next stop, McDonald Falls. I think at this point it was a mutual agreement that we were going to leave our jackets in the car. That's probably a mistake because it's starting to rain as we're walking up here to the falls.
15 minutes later.
Walking up the road here, as you can tell, we're getting pretty drenched. Did not bring a jacket, did not bring an umbrella. When we left, it was relatively relatively clear.
We were just dumb.
So we walked about 10 or 15 minutes. That's how fast the weather changed here. So we're gonna walk up around this corner up here. And if we don't see or, I think I hear falls, but if we don't see or hear anything remotely like falls, we're gonna make a U-turn and go back because we're getting pretty wet. We're not doing this another day. But it is strikingly beautiful. I don't know how many times I've said that. Okay. So, Karen thinks I'm fibbing, but I have seen something dark in shape walking up here in the trees. And it looked like it was walking upright, so I don't think it's a bear. But if it was either a bear or it's Bigfoot, but I kid you not.
Oh my God.
Karen, I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you, I saw it.
You are seeing things.
I'm not. I'm telling you.
It's people, you can hear them.
That's behind us. It's right up here by this tree.
No, they're not. It's people.
Oh, yeah, okay, there they are. They're people. Okay, yep, I see them. Okay.
Duh.
At least I saw them. You didn't think I saw anything.
Well, it's certainly not Bigfoot.
Maybe the sign up here indicating there's a hiking trail might have been a clue.
At least it's not Bigfoot, you dork.
Well, they're dressed in dark.
Uh-huh.
Look, they even have mountain bikes up there.
Good for you.
Okay, we have decided to make a U-turn because it is raining harder and we still have not seen the falls. So we're gonna walk back to the car and we're gonna go into a community called Hungry Horse of all places. We're gonna grab something to eat and maybe heading back to the RV and check on the puppies. This is not gonna be our first foray into Glacier National Park, but it's gonna be the only foray for today. We're heading back. It's just getting too wet. Make sure you bring jackets. 2 days later, we returned to Glacier National Park, but this time we were smart. We double-checked the weather, it called for pretty clear skies, and most importantly, we decided to bring our brand new electric e-bikes. This, we found out, was absolutely the best way to explore the park, and what a park it was.
Up this morning, found everything in place. The birds were singing pretty songs. The sun kissed me on my face. It feels so good to be alive. It feels so good to see the light. I got this sudden feeling like now's the time to start. I got a big idea in my head. I got a dream down in my heart. I'm praying that you'll help me now. Praying that you'll show me how. Inside me, saying be all you can be. You gotta keep the truth in your heart. Believe when you can't see. You don't see the sign, give it time. Reach And even when it gets hard, I promise not to quit. It feels so good to be alive. It feels so good you're by my side.
Okay, we hope you really enjoyed your time here at Glacier National Park. And remember, at Blue Line RV Adventures, we got your six.